The following segment is sponsored by Glover Nursery. Spring is finally here, and that means it's time to dust off those gardening gloves. And Ryan is here to help us with blooms year-round. Ryan, it's great to see you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me.
You know, the birds are chirping out here, the sunshine. Doesn't it just feel like spring, and it feels so good? And I bet people are going to want to get gardening now.
I do.
I do too. Definitely. Nice. It feels so nice. Okay, what is the first step for people to kickstart their garden?
So I would say, like anything, is a good plan for your garden. I know what you like, you know, your colors, things like that. You don't want to plant a color of flower that maybe a wife doesn't like. I did that one. So
happy wife, happy life. I mean, that's really good.
Yeah, and then a big thing we have displayed here is color for all season, which is a key factor.
Okay, how can we create that perennial garden that, you know, we're planning for year round?
So yeah, everything that we have on the table here is perennial. So we want to kind of focus on getting blooms from Valentine's Day to Labor Day is the goal, which we have just right in front of us here.
What are the key factors to consider when we're thinking, okay, we want something year round? Because I think some people wonder if like, okay, I'm just gonna have my spring blooms, my summer, and then what happens in the fall, but what are the key factors to think about?
So one thing is the time of season when it blooms. So like right here, this is gonna bloom early winter. This is a hellebore, and then alyssum right here. That's an early spring bloomer.
The yellow one, Ryan?
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. So that one is the one when you're like pulling out of your driveway and you look over in your yard and all of a sudden you have a bunch of flowers in your yard.
Yeah.
That you had no idea.
They pop up really quick, don't they?
Exactly. So that will give you some great color. Another thing is some foliage plants here. This heuchera, the red one here, lime marmalade
and
here.
This one.
Yeah, that gives you that season long, just with the leaf, gives you a nice texture, nice color all season. And then like a wow factor like wallflower, that's a season long bloomer.
This is so pretty.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so fun to see those colors start popping up. Okay, I was blown away with what you told me about this one. Tell me how tall this is gonna get.
So this is a perennial hibiscus. This will get almost as tall as me, about 4 to 5 feet tall, 4 to 5 feet wide. And it's called a dinner plate hibiscus because the flowers get as large as dinner plates. I mean, like that, with beautiful hibiscus like tropical flowers, like when you go think of Hawaii, the hibiscus flower.
You can have your own tropical garden right in your front yard.
It goes from nothing to a beautiful plant, blooms in the heat of the summer through early fall.
Okay.
So that's a great sneaky plant that a lot of people won't know.
Where do we want to plant this one? Is this good with shade, sun? Where would you say?
Partial to full sun, at least 6 hours of sun is ideal.
Okay.
But it could probably get away with 4 if it's, you know, good hot sun.
Okay, what about this plant right here?
This is a peony, so that's a great classic plant. It's just coming up right now. Every yard should have a peony because it's just like one of the best plants you can have. Very tough. It's gonna come up, beautiful blooms. You can use them for cut flowers, different things like that. And then when it's done, you can just trim them off. And then if you plant this hibiscus next to it, that's going to take over and that's going to bloom.
And you'll just have the full garden. Quickly tell me about the iron here and why do we need it?
So in Utah, it's hard for our plants to take iron out of the soil. If you want a little secret to make your plants nicer than your neighbors, you need this.
This is it.
Yeah, put it on every plant. Darker green leaves, better blooms, better fruit. It's really a secret that's going to make your yard
And can we get this at Glover?
Exactly, yep.
Okay,
yep,
and speaking of that, where can we find you guys?
GloverNursery.com or 9275 South, 1300 West in West Jordan.
Okay, the weather is nice. It's a perfect time to start planting, and so you have something year-round. Make your garden beautiful. Ryan, great to see you. Thanks for being here. Happy spring.
Thank you, yeah.